a quick question for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you guys ever connect hypergamy to dual mating strategies?
So
Sometimes.
So here's the thing:
Yeah.
dual mating strategy. It's now called the mate switching strategy. Just so Dr. David Buss doesn't call it the dual mating strategy anymore. He was the one who came up with that, or some evolutionary psychologist. The concept for dual mating was the idea that women would like tree branch, right? And there is some science to that a little bit, but it's not quite as common. The mate switching strategy was that a woman would tree branch because she's looking for a new single major partner. So the study for that would be specifically in the book. You guys can look it up. It's When Men Behave Badly by David and Buss. The idea is when men were cheating in relationships, they reported the same level of satisfaction in the marriage if they were cheating or not cheating. When women cheated, 83% of the time they reported, 78% of the time they reported less satisfaction in the marriage. When men cheated, it was not to end the relationship. When women cheated, it was to end the relationship. So he calls it the mate switching strategy instead of the dual mating strategy. Would hypergamy have something to do with that? Yes, I think it would in the case where you're with a man. And so hypergamy, so for instance, whether or not a man is alpha or beta or anybody, or same thing, if you were looking at your sales team or football players, the guy who was the young rookie, he was really good. And now he's got a contract where he makes, Zeke Elliott, great example. He makes too much money now, right? And he's not worth that money. That your status will change throughout your life. So maybe over a course of time, now your husband's lost his job, he's gotten overweight. And now there's other examples because you live in Los Angeles or you live in Orange County or you live in Brickell or you live in Dallas, and now you're starting to consistently see examples of work of higher status men. In that case, yes, hypergamy would be part of it.
Would you align with the dual mating strategy version of hypergamy in the red pill space, alpha lays, beta pays? Because that is directly anchored to the dual mating strategies.
What do you mean? Can you explain that further?
Alpha lays, beta pays. Yeah, we hear that all the time.
Alpha fucks?
No, hold on. He doesn't say that. He does a Christian podcast. He's not going to say that.
Sorry.
Yeah. It means the
Wait.
same thing.
We had to change the wordplay a little bit.
Sorry.
So I think from a
sometimes
I'm not specifically red pill. I just study evolutionary psychology.
Got it.
It would be like CADs versus CHADs, right? So the idea of a CHAD, which is it actually does come from science. The idea of an alpha male from his physical characteristics versus CADs, which are dudes that are being taken over. What exactly was the question again?
The question was the dual mating strategies connected to alpha lays, beta pays.
You couldn't describe
Is that how you connect hypergamy? Is that how you would define women's hypergamy?
It's not that. It's not that black or white. I think it's almost like saying, some colleges are the color yellow.
Sure.
Like the University of Texas. It doesn't mean all colleges are yellow. So in some cases, hypergamy is a psychological term or just a term from Actually, I feel like it's a sociological term.
Yep.
And then the idea of CADs and CHADs would be an evolutionary biology term. Sometimes I don't know if that's always the case.
So
do you guys reject Rollo Tomasi's rational male?
No, I mean, Rollo's a buddy of mine. I mean, I like
that's
a lot
his
of it.
direct definition from Rollo Tomasi
for
hypergamy, dual mating strategy
for sure. It's not just that. Like it's a bunch of stuff. Like we had a discussion before. He believes that it is the highest status man, highest status woman a man can get, and I say it's a highest status woman a man can't get. But like we're still friends. We just have little. We have.
Do you disagree on this?
But see, to say we disagree, it's like I 97% agree, and then to a certain extent,
I don't.